You would never get a woman like me. And I'm a single mom.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be reacting to a TikTok video. So before we get into it though, we want to ask you guys to please like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you to everybody for all the support, and we'll get into it.
You would never get a woman like me. And I'm a single mom. And I tell you what, best believe, I have people in my DMs every single day. I had a black man actually message me and stated that apparently I'm not who I claim I am because I have 2 failed marriages and 4 kids. I wanted to laugh at that at first, but it goes to show that not everyone really truly understands the dynamics of narcissism.
First of all, worthless is you're reaching, okay? To call someone worthless because they have children, failed marriage, that's going too far. I think in regards to the dating market, like you said, like it's just, you have to be realistic, obviously, with where you're at and what you come into it with. So it's just reality, right? That you have 4 kids and 2 failed marriages. That's just what it is, right? So being realistic with that, what are the men that will accept that? Maybe the men who already have children as well, right? And who had children from failed relationships or failed marriages, whatever, right? So there are men possibly, right, who may, like, she's an attractive woman. I think she's just upset in this, being called worthless, so she's mad right now. But I think for the most part, she doesn't seem like she's too mean, or you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, we're only a few seconds into it, right?
True.
You let them talk long enough, they end up telling on themselves.
Yeah.
But the word worthless is probably a little too harsh. She does seem overall like a nice lady. But I mean, for her to find a guy that has children, to her, that's going to be settling, right? Because most women are not going to want to be in that situation, even though they have baggage of their own, right?
What? Okay, so sweetheart, if you're upset that the only men that come to you are men with children, guess what? That's what your situation is too. So why would you be upset at that? It's like you're expecting somebody else to accept you and your children, correct? So you should be able to do the same vice versa for somebody else. So you guys have an understanding, right? And you're able to take care of his 1 or more children, whatever, same as he's going to take care of you and your children.
Yeah.
It's balanced out. So what's the issue?
I mean, at the beginning of the video, she says that she has guys in her DM, right? So
why are you on here?
Right. But what I'm saying is she is pretty much saying, oh, I have guys in my DM, therefore I have options. Therefore, I don't need a guy that has children, because guys are still hitting me up.
Guys without children are hitting her up.
Right. Okay, but she doesn't realize those guys just want sex from her.
If they're all just trying to smash, then okay, yeah, she's obviously not all the way there of understanding where she's at in the dating market. But I don't know. I guess we'll see what else she has to say.
You cannot fix someone else's baggage or insecurities. This is the ignorant mentality that I speak about. This type of man is a low value man. He has no purpose, nor does he know created him to be. To make a comment to say, how does it benefit you to raise somebody else's kid?
Hold on, what does that say? How does raising and investing in your ex kids benefit me? How do I gain from working hard and cashing out on another man's children?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, the first part, so how does raising and investing in your ex kids benefit? So how it benefits you, maybe it doesn't have as much benefit to you, but I don't know how to answer that.
There's no benefit.
I guess none, really.
There is no
benefit. Let me actually think how this would benefit somebody.
You got to think really hard for that one.
No, because maybe there's an angle that I can't think of because I'm not in this situation.
So you're a guy working hard 60, 80 hours a week, busting your balls, and you're raising and investing in your ex kids. So that means it's not your children. It's the children of her.
I don't know. I don't have an answer right now.
Right.
I guess right now I'm just like, I guess it doesn't, unfortunately.
And then the second part is, how do I gain from working hard and cashing out on another man's children? Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one. I don't
know. I mean, there's no real benefit, right? She may be a really nice person, but there's no real benefit for a guy to invest in children that are not his.
Okay, wait. I think I thought of something. So let's say if he was also a man with let's say 2 kids. Let's say he has 2 kids, and he's just like, I really want a partner, and I want someone to that would be able to raise, like, if she has children, that's fine, and so she could raise his children. Because hopefully she's an amazing mother, right? So she's like, okay, well, this woman has amazing values and she's raising her kids very well. So she can raise my kids as well in the same household. So then, raise it's the children's interest, I guess, more. It's more of the children's interest than it is the parents, I guess.
He would have to be probably coming from a similar situation. Maybe he came from a divorce, right? He has kids with his ex-wife and she's in a similar situation, and then they can kind of blend their families together. Yeah. Right? Like that makes sense, right? Yeah. But for a guy on his purpose, making 6 figures, moving up in the corporate world.
It's not going to be your first option.
And
it's not going to be your first
4
option.
Kids?
No.
When I can just date this 24-year-old that's childless and submissive, right? Yeah. Like it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. So it's not going to be the first option for sure. But I guess the tough situation comes to play where, like, what if you find a woman that has children, but and you don't have children as the man, and you think she's perfect for you? Then what happens? Because there are a lot of people out here, right?
You want to know what happens?
Beta.
So you accept the fact that you're being beta. And you're like, you know what? I really believe in this, and I feel like it's the.
Because let's just think about it from a economic perspective. I'm investing into 4 children, right? Today or tomorrow, if she's like, you know what, this relationship is over, she pulls those 4 kids, right, and moves on to the next guy, right? So there's no guarantee of ROI on my investment.
Well, with any, so fine, for any investment there's going to be risk, right? So you're aware of those risks, but you know what,
there needs to be a
risk. I'm
risk.
not going to try to make it make sense.
There needs to be a risk to reward ratio, and I think with the reward compared to the risk, it's very slim.
Yes. Okay, I agree with you. I think it's just tough for the guys that are like, but what if I can make it work, and really try to be positive about it and been like, I know you're gonna do it.
How does it benefit for you to cash someone else's kid? Shows that you have no emotional intelligence, you have no intellect. Okay, because see, the reality of it is, we're all creatures. If you are in love with someone, you embrace their children as if they're yours. Okay, and the reason you would do that, if you have an understanding of what you believe and how you believe it, God takes us and he makes us his own, right? So when he actually on the cross, the gospel was given to the Jews, and yet the Jews did not care about the Gentiles, and he grafted us in, the Gentiles, which it didn't belong to us, but he grafted us in. We're now considered his. We're not considered stepchildren. So when you carry a mentality as ignorant as cashing out somebody else's kid, it shows that you lack any integrity, any morality. It shows that you're self-centered.
Shame, insult, guilt need to be right.
I don't know why she's this upset, to be honest with you, because clearly she said she has men in the DM, she has multiple options. So why are you upset?
Right.
People are going to say whatever they want. It is what it is. You deal with it. You see it. You're like, oh, that was rude. And you move on with your day. And then that's it. Right. It always kills me when I see you people get this one bad comment or what. Everyone's had something bad said to them before. Okay. Yep. It's just something you have to get used to and get some thick skin about it. But in this case, it's I don't understand. You have the options, right? She's saying she has options. The one person that is trying to troll her, being like, you're worthless or blah, blah. Yeah. Don't let it get to you. It's fine. You're good. Apparently you can make it work with your 4 kids and 2 failed marriages and still be in the dating market and find people. It is what it is, and move on with your life.
Yeah. If she truly believed what she was saying and she had the options that she's portraying, then you wouldn't get mad, right?
Maybe it's a facade.
Right. It's just a mirage, right? She's just lying to herself. That's really what it boils down to. And she's not getting the outcome that she wants, right? Because on this channel, people talk crap about me all the time, right? But it is what it is. We're getting the outcome, we're getting the views, we're getting the clicks. And there are people that support us, right? And that's who we care about, the supporters, right? So for her specifically, I mean, she needs to look at herself in the mirror and figure out, why am I not getting the outcome that I want? Why do I have 2 failed marriages? Why are these guys leaving?
That's a real question.
Right? Why am I getting pregnant and having 4 kids? Right? And if a guy's going to come into this stepdaddy role, what can I do to help that transition? Maybe seamless for him, right? Maybe she finds a guy and he ultimately wants to be in that scenario. What am I going to offer to that guy? Am I going to be fit, feminine, and friendly? Am I going to be somebody that he would want? You know what I mean? Like, she's not viewing it as the guy coming in at a disadvantage. She's viewing it as if he has a privilege to be in this situation.
Yeah.
And that's not the case.
I mean, listen, if she really believes that, she's going to be waiting for a long time. That's the reality of it, though, right? So if you're going to be stubborn in your ways and think, no, I'm good, listen, you're going to end up in the same position, because you're not trying to think outside of, like, okay, how can I better myself? How can I improve and whatever, right? Because no one's perfect. And I'm sure there's things that she can improve on to maybe better her situation, to find the right man, right? I don't know. It's not impossible. I really don't think it's impossible.
It's not impossible, because,
Yeah.
I mean, the second guy, assuming that she had kids from the previous marriage, the second guy ultimately married her, right? So there are guys out there that are going to step in and, you know, try to save her, right?
Yeah, but I guess the only thing is, like, what are the stats on, like, once you're divorced once, your second marriage, there's a higher likelihood of you getting divorced.
It gets worse and worse.
And then, yeah, right? So now going into, let's say she gets married a 3rd time, then it's like, what is the likelihood of that being successful, you know? So that's
very slim.
That's the thing. But yeah, again, maybe it's not like it's impossible, but it's very low probability of it, like, being the case.
At this point in time, honestly, whatever she gets, she should take it. Honestly.
Facts.
If there's a guy out there
4
that...
kids, man. Oh my God.
If there's a guy out there that doesn't want to get married, he wants to be common law, but is agreeing to take care of your 4 kids, take it. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and end this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.
Bye, guys.